can't take it anymore. It's embarrassing to have such a lame mom. Mom, go get plastic surgery right now. Huh? What's wrong with you all of a sudden? What's with you today? All my friends' moms were beautiful, with stylish makeup and clothes. You were the only one in a plain suit. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it was for me? You're mad at me for that? That's a serious problem. Don't you get it? If you're ugly, they'll make fun of me. No one would make fun of you for that. Besides, I had to wear a suit because I have work. As soon as class visit is over, I have to head back to the office. No way! I can't believe my parents won't even take a single day off. My mom puts work before her kids, and I hate it. My friends' moms are all full-time housewives. They don't work outside the home because they put their family first. My family comes first too. I'm working hard for you, Madison. Staying home and spending time for the family is one way, but going out to earn money is another way to support a family. Huh? We don't need your earnings. That's a fine-sounding talk, but you aren't earning much money. I beg your pardon? Dad is a great cook. His restaurant alone should be enough for a family. It's even been featured in a magazine recently. Well, sales have been booming lately. It's true, we no longer need my earnings. Then, why don't you just stay home now like all the other moms? Quit your job and take care of the house. Get plastic surgery, improve your makeup, and be a mom I won't be ashamed of. Hey, Madison, I like how I look now, and I like my job. I'm sure I've never cut corners on the chores just because I'm working. Can't I be the mom I am now? No, of course not. If you say family comes first, then follow your family's wishes. Your daughter is sad because her lame mom has embarrassed her. If you're a mother, why don't you just shut up and listen to her requests? Madison, I'm telling you, this is for your sake too. If you continue to be the same old plain suit woman wearing light makeup, you'll lose your husband to that part-time girl. You won't be able to complain if Dad divorces you. What? Don't tell me you haven't noticed. Dad, he's been dressing up lately, hasn't he? That's because he's dating the new girl he hired. She's small, cute, and good at her job. And she's 26, I think. She's a lot younger than you. No wonder he's so crazy about her. You're kidding, right? I thought he was just dressing up for his recent magazine interviews. So quit your job as soon as possible and get your plastic surgery. If you don't become a popular mom, you'll lose your seat in the family. Hey, Ben. Hey, is it true that you're dating that part-time worker, Sylvia?
How long have you known?
Your reaction confirms that you're really dating her. How can you be dating a girl when you have a wife and kid? And what were you thinking? Messing around with one of your employees?
I'm sorry.
The restaurant was just starting to thrive. Don't get carried away just because of all the press attention you're getting. Go break up with Sylvia right now. Actually, you should fire her right away. It's having a bad influence on our daughter, Madison.
Breaking up with her? No way! You're trying to split us up.
Of course I'm trying to split you up. Do you know what you're saying? I am your wife.
I'm sorry, Jennifer. I have no intention of leaving Sylvia. I'd rather break up with you. Right now, Sylvia is pregnant with my child.
What? Are you kidding me? You got her pregnant?
We can't abort the baby. And more importantly, I love Sylvia with all my heart. So please, will you divorce me? I want to be a family with her.
No, this can't be true. That means you're dumping me. I've been there for you all these years, even when the restaurant wasn't going well. And when the business was in the red, who do you think supported you?
I'm grateful to you, Jennifer. Thank you for supporting me all this way. But I'm sorry. I want to support her from now on. I want to be happy with her.
Oh no!
I'll get the divorce papers. You can sign them when your mind catches up with you.
I heard from Dad. You and Dad are getting a divorce. It's so funny to see it turned out just like I said it would. What are you laughing at, Madison? Your own father was having an affair. I can't accept it even after a night. This is just too much. No. You can't blame Dad. It's your fault for being cheated on. Before blaming him, you should reflect on your own lack of attractiveness.
I beg your pardon?
Like I said yesterday, you can't be a plain ugly mom. A plain ugly woman in her 40s with light makeup versus a young pretty girl. No wonder Dad chose Sylvia.
You're terrible, Madison. So you're saying it's all my fault?
That's right. So get the hell out of here. We don't need you in this house anymore.
What? Get out? You're not coming with me?
Huh? Nobody's going to follow you. I already filed your divorce papers. And of course, I made it clear that Dad has custody of me. I'm going to live with Dad and Sylvia.
Huh? Wait a minute. Did you just say you filed for divorce?
I found them on the desk in the living room when I came home from school. They were already signed by both of you. I was just so thoughtful and submitted them for you just now.
No way. The divorce papers I signed this morning? If Ben's signature was on it too, maybe he came home during his lunch break to sign it.
The sooner the better. I wonder if Dad will be surprised when he comes home that I filed the divorce papers for him. No, I'm sure Dad and Sylvia will be rather pleased.
Hey, Madison, just to make sure, are you sure about this? Staying with Dad and Sylvia after the divorce? You won't regret it?
I will never regret it, you moron. I'm overjoyed about the divorce. Sylvia is so sweet and pretty, and I've always loved her. It's like a dream come true to have such a pretty mommy. She's going to be a mom I can brag about to all my friends.
Well, okay.
I don't need a plain lame mom like you. I have a young pretty mom now. So, bye.
Okay, I get it. I'm not your real mom anyways.
What?
Well then, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'll just check with the authorities later to make sure it's all taken care of. Then, I'll just rent a room somewhere and live there immediately. I'm never coming back, so you can just throw my stuff away.
Wait a minute, Mom. What did you mean by that? What do you mean you're not my real mother?
I mean, we're not blood related. I've done my best to raise you properly, but I guess it's a lot harder when you're not the biological parent. Well, thanks to you, I don't have to pay child support, so I feel free.
Not blood related? I don't understand.
You'll have to ask your dad for the details. Well, I'm off to get ready for my new life.
Hey, is it true what Dad said? Am I really not your child? Is it true that Dad had an old lover give birth to me?
You asked Ben right away, I see. I know it's hard to believe, but that's exactly what happened. That's why he opened his own restaurant.
What?
Oh, you haven't heard that story yet? Actually, Dad had an affair with a woman who worked at a restaurant he used to work at. They had a baby, and it turned into a huge mess. That's why he got fired and opened his own restaurant.
Oh, really?
And then, the affair partner went missing right after she delivered you. She left a note saying, "Please take care of my baby." So, we took you in and raised you. The kid of the affair, my husband's new restaurant. Things were so hectic back then that I barely remember anything.
Oh no! So you're saying I'm a child abandoned by my real mother? That's one way to put it. And of course, I thought about divorcing Ben, but he's the one person I decided to spend the rest of my life with. That's why I took you in, and we decided to start over as a couple. I loved you as much as I could, and I did everything I could to support the restaurant and the family. But I never thought it would turn out this way. Mom? I want you to get along well with your father and Sylvia. And of course, be good to the new baby. Take care of yourself. Wait, Mom. Hey, about that, can I go with you? What's the matter with you? She's such a pretty young mom. You don't need this plain ugly mom, right? Actually, Dad asked me to leave. Huh? I just heard from Dad that Sylvia's pregnant with a baby. He said it's a girl, so I was happy to have a little sister in addition to a cute mom. But Dad said he wanted me to leave because he only wants to live with his real family. He said that Sylvia doesn't like me being born from another woman. He told me to go with you. What a bunch of jerks. Forcing medicine on me? A child who's not even related to me? That's right. It's really terrible. I'm my father's child too. So please, can I go with you? Of course not. Don't you dare come to my place. What? And you have no right to be mad at him. You said it can't be helped that he prefers younger girls. So, it's the same thing. Daddy loves the new baby more than the older daughter. He doesn't need a sassy middle school girl who's older than the baby. Why do you have to be so mean to me? It's terrible that you don't want me to come with you. Then, where am I supposed to go? It's ridiculous that I can't rely on my parents when I'm still in middle school. I don't have custody of you, and I'm not even related to you. You'll just have to do your best to convince him. Even if I do my best to convince him, it's hell. My dad doesn't want me to stay, and neither does Sylvia. Are you really not going to help me, Mom? Of course not. I've raised you with love for 15 years, but I have no feelings for you anymore. Well then, take care, Madison.
What should I do, Jennifer? The restaurant is facing a major crisis right now. Customers suddenly stopped coming in, and we're in the red this month. Until recently, the place was fully booked every day. Now, there are no reservations, and none of the customers show up.
Oh my, that's terrible. You're about to have a baby.
Why are you talking like it's someone else's problem? It's all your fault anyway. You must be spreading some kind of bad reputation about my place.
Huh?
That's the only thing I can think of in terms of timing. You're sabotaging my business because you're pissed off that I dumped you.
There's no way I would do something so stupid. I just informed everyone about the divorce. I already told the people at my company and all the parents at Madison School.
All the parents? There's no need for that. I'm pretty sure that's the reason we don't have any customers. How dare you tell the entire community?
Don't get me wrong. I didn't tell all the parents just to spite you. It's a school rule, so I had no choice but to follow it.
Divorce notification is a school rule?
I was on the PTA at middle school, but since we got divorced and I have no custody of Madison, I had to quit. But the PTA is complicated. When leaving during a term, you have to report the reason to everyone, and without the permission from other PTA members, you cannot quit.
I didn't know that.
So I had no choice but to tell everyone about the divorce. Oh, but of course, I left the fact of the affair out of it. Well, I guess that kind of thing just spreads on its own somehow.
Oh no! So you're telling me that nearly everyone around here knows we're divorced? My affair, her pregnancy. Does that mean they know everything?
That's what you should assume, which is why all the customers stopped coming at once. Nobody wants to eat food cooked by people who cheat at the restaurant. Something weird could get into their food.
Damn it! We were doing so well. Sales were just starting to grow. Jennifer, Do something about it this instant. We're about to have a baby, but with this store like this, it's a matter of life or death.
Huh? Why should I do something about it? I don't give a shit about your restaurant.
Shut up! Because you refused to take Madison in, I had to take her in. It's costing me her living expenses too. It's for your daughter's sake too, so you'd better cooperate.
Huh?
At least, give me Madison child support. For her tuition fees, give me $1,000 a month.
Don't be ridiculous. Why should I pay child support for a child I never gave birth to? You should ask her real mother for such things.
You raised her for 15 years. You're practically like her real mother. Why don't you pay child support for her?
Do you hear what you're saying? This is outrageous. I can't get through to you.
What's with that stuck-up attitude? You're the reason Madison's in trouble. You promised not to tell her you weren't related to her until she reached adulthood. But now that you've told her, it's all messed up. Suddenly, she started skipping school and hanging out with bad kids.
Well, I guess that's to be expected. It's no wonder she'd go astray. She has no place at home.
Please, do something about it. If you can get the store back on its feet, everything will turn out fine. The first thing we need is the sales of the restaurant. As long as we have that, our lives will be stable. And I'll have more time to focus on Madison. So please, you've got to help me.
Absolutely not. Don't try to bring other people into this.
Oh no.
I mean, you shouldn't be afraid of the rumors. You're a chef who owns his own restaurant. Why don't you shut them up with your cooking?
What?
If the food is good, customers will come back eventually. But if they don't come back, that means your cooking skills are not enough.
What?
Well then, good luck. You're the worst husband and father. At least try to get your cooking right. After that, Ben's restaurant seems to be deserted as ever. He no longer receives any requests for interviews. It is rumored to be in the red, and its closing is soon. Madison seems to be on her way to becoming a delinquent. Now, the parking lot of Ben's restaurant has become a meeting place for the gang group she hangs out with. Because of this, customers have refrained more from coming in. But Ben is too scared to do anything about it. Now, the whole family is avoided by the local residents.